All right, guys, this has been a little time in the making. I am excited to bring you a new tequila today, and I happen to love, I think I've reviewed this before, kind of waxed poetic about it. I love, so one, I don't know if it's called Tapatio or Tapatio. I don't care. Whatever is in this bottle continues to inebriate me, and I love it. I think it's absolutely great. I drink this regularly, and I'm going to have a little sample of this before we go into the real review today, which is the 110. I saw this. It was new at Total Wine and More. I hadn't seen it previously, so I wanted to try it out. I'm going to go ahead and get just a flavor profile on the original. And again, I drink this all the time. It's a regular part of my bar. I don't know if I'll ever get to a point where I don't want some of this on hand. And I'll give you kind of tasting notes on it again. But this comes in a liter bottle. I no longer buy it in a 750 because, well, why would you? I mean, you could get a liter. Why would you get 750? Like, that's 250 more milliliters. And I'm an American. I don't do metric system. But when it comes to Tapatio, la 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 la. We do what we can. So let's see. This is the original, and I'm going to check this real quick because I kind of get confused about like proof. Because I believe this is 40% alcohol by volume, but we'll check this out. Let's see. Yeah, 40% alcohol by volume. And does that mean it's 80 proof? I don't know. So let's see what this is. 55% alcohol by volume. This is, of course, just a 750. And we're going to see here in just a minute what this is like, because I have not cracked this bottle open yet. It's going to be interesting. So 55%, that's 40. Let's go ahead and do the quick tasting notes just on the original. Let me turn that a little bit for you so you can see there. So it's lighter, citrusy. I get a little bit of like citrus zest, maybe lime. Spiciness on the nose. Clean, refreshing. It's got a certain note, which I've always said, and I don't mean this in a bad way. It reminds me of some sort of artificial flavor like plastic, or like it's making me think of like Jolly Ranchers or some kind of chemically produced like sweetener, even though to my understanding this is completely additive free, by the way. It's one of those things about certain tequilas, like I've gotten a nose and a certain flavor profile that I've learned to like, and I wax nostalgic about this particular bottle. There's some toasted agave notes there, but it's not like some of the other tequilas I've had. Spicy, clove, black pepper, citrus zest, not overly sweet. One of the flavors that I don't particularly like, that I've seen in a handful of tequilas, some with additives that just bleh at this point. Some others that don't have additives, though, I still don't particularly like the flavor of bubble gum. And compared, I will not name the name, compared to the tequila I just had recently that has that note of bubblegum, I don't know if I'm going to be buying that bottle again, because that particular note is the one that I just don't care for. It tastes like Hubba Bubba or something. Light, crisp, clean, Blanco, a little bit of agave. Not rich, robust, toasted, but just very clean Blanco flavor. And there's that little bit of smell that reminds me of like erasers or something, that little artificial note. Like, I don't know what it is, but I've always gotten it off of this bottle for some particular reason, but I happen to particularly like it. So I don't want you to hear that and think, this isn't a good tequila, because I think this is this is something you keep in your bar. Absolutely, in my opinion. So I'm going to keep that, and we're going to crack open the new bottle, and we're going to do a tasting, like back and forth kind of smell. Let's see what's up with this. Does it have a plastic cap as well? Can I get it open? Am I a real man? Apparently, yes. And I have to say, this little plastic nozzle, this little thing, keep this. Dude, this is one of the best design features. I love this. Way less dribble. So we're going to pour a heavier pour of that, because I'm going to have some. Like the bottle, not a huge difference between the two. It just has a slightly different cap on it. But I like the black label, stands out a little bit. Ooh boy. Okay, so one of the other tequilas that absolutely has just blown my mind is Cascanes. I haven't had anything from Cascanes that wasn't just awesome. But I got, is it the 10? I think it was the number 10 expression. There's some Cascanes reviews here, or will be if there aren't yet. The Cascanes, the still strength at a higher proof, has like these deeper, more robust flavors that just drove me crazy, because it was like all my tequila and then this. It was like totally awesome. My nose tells me this is similar. Oh, dude, okay. So listen, I want you to hear this, okay? I'm a guy trying to figure this out. This smells watered down compared to this. I think this is probably going to be awesome. That is my quick guess based on just a quick nose. Oh man, it's just way more rich, way more robust. This has this deeper, almost like, it reminds me of the Cascanes. I think it's the number 10. It's got a deeper nose to it. There's just like stuff, just aromatics going on that remind me of, like, I was trying to figure it out what the Cascanes is, because it's such a different note. I haven't had the language to describe it, and it's like raisins or prunes or some kind of dried fruit. Lemon zest. Oh, dude, it just, like, I don't know. Okay, so the only thing I can compare it to is the Cascanes, because it's the only time I've gotten that note of whatever that is. And it's like raisins, but not as sweet. It's like prunes, but not like, it's got some citrusy kind of floral notes to it. It just, and again, this is absolutely great tequila. I don't want you to think to not buy this bottle, because I think this bottle is completely awesome, but I think this is about to be the treat. This is apparently my flavors and my flavor profile and what I'm going for is still strength. It's like stronger alcohol proof. I don't know what it is, but the aromas off of this are much more like that Cascanes that I enjoy so much. Oh, oh, dude, it just washed over me, and it was like pepper, spicy, citrus, clove, peppercorn. Still with that like citrusy zest note. Oh, that is good. So I will say this too. The Cascane is the same thing, that still strength. The smell, even though it's a Blanco, which I admit I prefer, I may in the future get some Añejo or Reposados because I want to continue sampling. I just like the Blancos more. I feel like the Blanco is the real beacon of like what the agave tastes like without the woody notes, without the oak, without, and don't get me wrong, if you love that stuff, please love it. I'm just giving you my, personal opinion based on what I've had. I just really like the Blancos, and then for some reason it seems to be the still strengths. The higher proof tequilas are just amazing. It's just this cascade of flavors. It just blooms on my palate. Absolutely amazing. This in comparison, oh man, it's like it's making me think leaded and unleaded, man. Like this is still absolutely superb tequila. Like I said, I'll probably never not have this in my bar, but this, if you're going for flavor and you want something nuanced, man, this is just phenomenal. Smelling this now is like mild. It's like a note, and as opposed to a chord, it's so much less robust, even though I think it's still great. Those kind of floral notes are a little flighty on the front, but it doesn't have the depth of nose that the 110 does. In comparison now, this seems a little bit sweeter, and I'm not exactly sure if that's because of the alcohol content or if it actually has a little more sweet notes to it. But in comparison, it's influencing my flavor profile as I test, because the two different bottles, you're comparing them side by side. It's just way more robust, that like prune kind of dried fruit notes coming through with the citrus zest. And man, oh, so this was a bit more pricey. I don't remember how much it was. I know that this is a 750 and it's a little bit more expensive, but I definitely think this is worth it. This is just off a quick tasting. This is probably not going to leave my bar. I'm hopelessly caught on Cascanes products. I just think they're absolutely top notch. If you like these and you want to go deeper, I would probably go into the Cascanes. That is just, oh man, that's amazing. Oh, super interesting. No, this is sweeter. This is sweeter. It's more viscous, almost creamy. This feels like it's more, just watered down in comparison. Let's take a look at their website and see what they've got to say. 55% alcohol by volume. They're saying it's the maximum alcohol content allowed by the standard for tequila, which I don't really know rules about laws about tequila. Bright crystal with intense silvery tones. The essential oil literally hangs from the glass. Aroma. Well-defined raw agave, white pepper, citrus, and mint. I didn't get the mint so much. Taste. Intense cooked agave. Slightly smoker, pepper, anise, cinnamon, and apple. I could see that. A very long and well-accomplished finish. Yeah. Totally great. Listen, this is Tequila Tapatio.mx. Again, that's Tequila Tapatio.mx. It's actually en.tequilatapatio.mx, but you can look up Tapatio Tequila online and find it. Absolutely great. I highly recommend this. I just don't have a good enough good things to say about it. I was happy to try this as a higher proof tequila to see if You know, how did it stand up to Cascanes? Was it the higher proof that my nose picks up that I like so much, or like what is it? This is absolutely awesome. I really cannot recommend this enough. I'm even more happy to have both of these bottles in my bar, and I'll see you guys again soon on Salud with Robert Gardner. If you have any suggestions, things that you'd like me to try, just comment down below, and hopefully I can get to that. Be happy to chat with you. You guys have a good one.